Hello everybody, this is SuperFang99. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. With that out of the way, it's been a while, a couple weeks now. Sorry about that, there's been some busy things going on. Of course, I've been trying to play Scarlet Keys myself, because I always like to do my blind playthrough with my friends. But in the meantime, this video is going to be just a quick test of things. This is a slightly new recording setup that I'm doing, mainly because I can do this. Ooh, okay. I'm hoping that looks good. I think it does. There's a lot of settings that I need to dial in still. But that's what this video is for. We're going to be playing The Gathering with Roland Banks, true solo, I know, a classic. And yeah. Let's just get into it. I'm going to show you my deck, and here we go. So here's Roland Banks. He has 3 willpower, 3 intellect, 4 combat, and 2 agility. He's an agency and detective traded. Reaction: after you defeat an enemy, discover 1 clue at your location. Limit once per round. Elder Sign effect, +1 for each clue in your location. He has 9 health and 5 sanity. And of course his deck building is the classic 5 Guardian, 2 Seeker. Okay. I just took a look at that on my OBS capture, and that does look pretty nice. So I'm pretty hopeful that this setup is working as intended. As for our deck, we're going to be playing a Forced Learning Roland deck. This is just because I'm playing true solo, and I kind of want to just have the flexibility to do whatever I want, but we'll see how that goes. I'm also taking In the Thick of It, because we're playing The Gathering with 0 XP, and I'm putting that 3 XP into these Runic Axes with this upgrade. I'm going to take Saga, just so I can get more charges, especially at the end when the Ghoul Priest shows up. As for some more weapons, I have machetes and 45 automatics. Here you go. And I'm worried about some hand slots, especially with Roland's 38, so I'm bringing some bandoliers. And then, of course, we have some Vicious Blows for some more damage. As for our allies, we have good old Grit Wagner, Beat Cops, and Guard Dogs. And I know what you're saying. That's probably a lot of allies. And you're probably right. So we do have these 2 copies of Motivational Speech. Should help us with some economy as well as saving the actions. And I also brought these 2 Calling in Favors just in case we need to heal some of them up, or if we're looking to save some money on playing some more allies. I have some additional economy cards. We have Emergency Cash, and we have Burning the Midnight Oil as well. Okay, next we have some card draw. We have Prepared for the Worst, just in case. And we have some Glory. And now let's get into some investigating things. So I have 2 copies of Working a Hunch. These should suffice for the clues that we need. Just in case that we need to investigate, we have 2 copies of Magnifying Glass, as well as 2 copies of Deduction. Again, this is a 45 card deck, which is why this is getting pretty big. I have 2 copies of Shortcut. I really want to find this before the end of the scenario so that I can run away from the Ghoul Priest. So hopefully we'll get that. We have 2 copies of Smoking Pipe, because Roland's big problem is that his sanity is pretty low. I also brought 1 copy of Fine Clothes, just in case we're having trouble parlaying Lita. Okay, and then some classic skills. We got Guts, we got Overpower, we got Unexpected Courage. And then we have, of course, Roland's signatures. I'm going to be playing with his advanced signatures. Just because we're playing standalone and I feel like it, and the cover-up basically does nothing now. And then I already rolled for his weakness. He got Nihilism. Okay. So, I hope that looked alright. Definitely is a lot better than me zooming in all the time, I think. So, I'm going to just set up the scenario, and I will be right back. And here we are. So, we are playing on standard difficulty, so I'll show you the Chaos Bag in a sec. But let's read this agenda. What's going on? It is late at night. You are holed up in your study, researching the bloody disappearances that have been taking place in the region. A few hours into your research, you hear the sound of strange chanting coming from your parlor down the hall. At the same time, you hear dirt churning, as if something were digging beneath the floor. 3 Doom Threshold. And And our act is trapped. As you leave to investigate, the door to your study vanishes before your eyes, leaving behind only solid wall. You're trapped inside your study until you can find another way out. 2 clues to advance. We are playing on standard difficulty. We have 2 skulls, which are a -X. X is the number of ghoul enemies at your location. We have 1 cultist, which is a -1. If you fail, take a horror. And we have 2 tablets. We have 1 tablet, which is a -2. If there's a ghoul enemy at your location, you take a damage. Okay. And we are starting in the study. You've been investigating the strange events occurring in Arkham for several days now. Your desk is covered in newspaper articles, police reports, and witness accounts. 2 shroud, 2 per clues. The door to your study has vanished. Okay. So, I think the setup is working well. I hope that was zoomed in a lot better. And I can just preview that here's a token pull. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, let's draw my opening hands because I forgot to do that. Okay, so we don't get that. And we get, Guard Dog, Smoking Pipe, Vicious Blow, Greta Wagner, and 45 Automatic. I replaced the cover up. Okay, so I think we want to keep the 45 and probably just Greta and then toss everything else. So we get Shortcut, Unexpected Courage, and Emergency Cash. That's not bad. Okay, I think we are ready to begin. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start setting up some stuff. So let us play this Emergency Cash to get 3 resources. And then we're going to spend 7 of those resources, leaving us with 1 left. Actually, no, sorry, it's not 7. It's 9. Okay, that's a little bit rough. Well, we'll start with the 45. Here, I'll move these down. And that costs 4. Comes in with 4 supplies. And I think for our second action, we will investigate. While I quickly shuffle this up. Okay. Yeah, let's investigate. There's a skull, which is a -0. So we get a clue. Alright, let's go to upkeep. Roland will draw 2 cards. He will get Burning the Midnight Oil or Smoking Pipe. I believe we did toss one of those. So let's get rid of the Burning the Midnight Oil. And we get a resource. Okay, there is 1 Doom on the agenda. Our first encounter card is Dissonant Voices. Well, I guess we can't play anything. That's probably fine. Let's see. So, I think we will just investigate again then, since we aren't playing anything. We're 3-2. That was an Elder Sign. That's a +1, because we have a clue at our location. And I guess we'll spend our clues to advance the act. So, the door on the floor. You notice the edges of your your newly purchased rug are tattered and mud-stained. Finding this odd, you shift the furniture aside and pull back the rug. Blah, 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 blah. Put into play the set-aside hallway, cellar, attic, and parlor. Discard each enemy in the study. Put each investigator in the hallway. Remove the study from the game. All right. So here's all of our locations. We have our hallway, the attic up here, cellar, and the parlor over there. So I'll do something like this. Okay. So our new act is, come on. The barrier. A glowing barrier blocks your path to the parlor. As you move toward it, intense heat forces you to back away. Picking up a handful of dirt, you toss it at the barrier and watch in horror as the dirt incinerates. Perhaps there's something in the cellar or attic that can help. Objective: when the round ends, investigators in the hallway may, as a group, spend the requisite number of clues to advance. We need 3 clues. We are in the hallway. A moment of panic and disorientation strikes as you land upon the floor of the hallway. The world spins as if turned on its head. 1 shroud, 0 clues. The walls of your house are splattered with mud, and your hardwood floor is gone, replaced with a dirt path. Alright, so that was our first action, to investigate. I think we will then move to... I'm going to move to the attic. Actually, no, I'm not going to move to the attic. We're going to move to the cellar. The stairs leading down to your cellar are slick, and they glisten with a thin layer of ice. 4 shroud, 2 clues. After you enter the cellar, take a damage. We're more than okay taking damage. So we're at 3 damage now, because I took 2 physical trauma from in the thick of it. And there are 2 clues there. We have 1 more action. I think we will draw a card. It is an emergency cache. Alright, let's go to upkeep. Roland will draw 2 cards. Glory and Beat Cop. I think we don't need the cards right now, so we'll keep the Beat Cop. And we get another resource. There is 2 Doom out of 3. And Roland's next encounter card is a Ghoul Minion. Excellent. This is exactly as planned. 2/2/2 Humanoid Monster Ghoul. It was a colossal and nameless blasphemy with glaring red eyes, and it held in bony claws a thing that had been man, gnawing at the head as a child nibbles at a stick of candy. So that engages Roland. This should be gone, by the way. So it's engaged with Roland, and we will try and kill it. I wonder... Do I be greedy? I could be very greedy. You know what? This is just a test stream. We're being greedy. I'm going to take an attack of opportunity against the Ghoul Minion. So I take a damage and a horror. To play Gret Wagner for 5. And then we're going to shoot the Ghoul Minion with my 45 automatic. So we're at 4, 5, 6 to 2. Elder Sign, that's a +2. So we do kill the Ghoul Minion. We will trigger our ability to discover a clue here. And then we will trigger Greta's ability to deal her damage and discover a clue here. Wow. We did it. We did it. Last action, we'll move back to the hallway. Alright. Upkeep again. Forced Learning. Magnifying Glass and Calling in Favors. I think we're pretty much done with investigating, so I'll take this Calling in Favors. We get another resource. And we do advance our agenda. Oops, I'll get that later. A lapse in time. Your house continues to change before your very eyes. The walls have decayed, and the ground in many rooms has turned to dirt. It is almost as if you've been transported somewhere else entirely, although every now and again you recognize elements of your former home. The lead investigator must decide either each investigator discards a card at random from their hand, or the lead investigator takes a horror. Well, we're definitely don't want to take horror. So we're going to discard a card at random. And that card is going to be Unexpected Courage. That's okay. Alright. Our next agenda. Rise of the Ghouls. The floor beneath you is giving way, and you see a vast network of tunnels twisting into the darkness below. Shapes and silhouettes of strange creatures move swiftly through the tunnels, trying to find a way up. You probably don't want to be here when they do. 7 Doom Threshold. Our next encounter card is a Grasping Hands. So that's testing Agility 3. I'm going to commit this Calling in Favors to it. So we have 3 to 3. Oh, and Greta should be red. -1, so we take 1 damage. I'm going to put that on Greta, I think. So she has 2 damage on her. Alright. So, first action, let's move up to the attic. The smell of rotten meat assaults your nostrils as you approach the attic stairs. 1 shroud, 2 clues. After you enter the attic, take a horror. So we will gladly take that on Greta. And that has 2 clues. Okay, let's just investigate twice, I think. So we're going 3 to 1. -1. We'll do it again. Auto fail. So we do fail that last one. We do get 1 clue, though, which technically is enough to advance. So maybe we'll just head down after this one. All right, so that is his turns. Let's go to upkeep. Roland will draw. Prepare for the worst and cover up. So he must choose cover up. And we put 4 clues on it. Although this is not a... We're not doing campaign, so this trauma doesn't matter, but that's okay. Gets a resource. And we are at 1 of 7 due. Roland's encounter card is a Ravenous School. Okay, I guess we can get the clue that way. 3/3/3. And we need to deal 3 damage, huh? Okay. So let's start with shooting him with the automatic. We are 4, 5, 6 to 3. There's a 0. We deal 2 damage. I think we will just punch. So we are 4, 5 to 3 with Greta's bonus. Ooh, that's an auto fail. No retaliate though. And let's do 1 more time. -3. That fails. Wow. That's not good. Okay. Let's go to enemy phase. So, the Ravenous School will attack us for a damage and a horror. Then we will go to upkeep. So, Roland will draw shortcuts or prepared for the worst. So, we have a shortcut in hand. So, I think we'll keep the prepared for the worst for its icons. Get a resource. We are 2 doom out of 7. Roland's next encounter card is another ghoul minion. Wow. Okay. Okay. So let us punch the Ravenous Ghoul again. 5 to 3. -1. It is dead. Good job, Roland. That will get us a clue using Roland's ability. And we're not going to trigger cover up because that's optional. We're going to shoot the ghoul minion. Six to 2. -1 again. Is dead. We'll move back down. I don't think we'll advance at the end of this round because I don't think we're ready for the Ghoul Priest just yet. So we will not advance. Before that happens, of course, we will do upkeep. We have a Vicious Blow or a Glory. We're definitely taking Vicious Blow. Get a resource. And let's go to 3 doom out of 7. Next encounter card is an Ancient Evils. I'm totally okay with that. Okay. So I think we need the Runic Axe. That's my ticket out of here. So we're gonna play Prepare for the Worst. So it's top 9. It is top 9, right? Yep. Oh, there it is, Runic Axe. And technically Machete would be... Oh, and technically Roland's 38. But there are going to be no clues there, so it's not that good. So we'll take the Runic Axe. Shuffle up his deck. Okay. I think with the Runic Axe, we are ready to go. So we will advance after I play it. Yeah, we can survive one hit for sure. Okay. We'll spend four resources. Our last 4. Perfect timing. Get rid of this 45. We're going to play the Runic Axe. That has 4 charges. And every round we get 2 of them back because we have Saga, if you're curious. Oops, I nudged this a little bit. There you go. I wonder what the angle is there. Okay, that's good. And then last action, because that was play that and then play that, we will... I don't know. We'll play this emergency cash. Okay, let's go to upkeep. Roland will draw his gun or Greta. I think his gun actually has better icons, so we will keep that. Get a resource. 5 of 7 Doom. His encounter card is, Icy Ghoul. It spawns in the cellar, though, and I don't think we're going to go for him. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoops. Before this happened, we would have advanced the act first, spending 3 clues. Breaking the barrier. Using the barrel from the attic, you carry ice and snow from the cellar and hurl it at the barrier. The barrier sparks and shudders as it consumes the ice, then hisses and fades out of existence. The barrier blocking passage into the parlor has vanished. Reveal the parlor. Put the set-aside lead Chandra into play the parlor, or put the set-aside... Or spawn the set-aside Ghoul Priest engaged with its prey, I believe. Or just spawn it in the hallway. That's right. So it will, of course, engage Roland. And our final act. What have you done? A woman with a torch stands in your parlor, a glimmer of hatred in her eyes. What have you done to my barrier? She screams, furious. Before you can answer, a ghastly wail sounds behind you, and a creature wearing robes and a deer skull mask tears through the wall, advancing toward you. If the Ghoul Priest is defeated, advance. So lots of things to read. First, we'll read the Ghoul Priest. He has 4 fight, 5 health, 4 evade, humanoid monster, ghoul elite, prey, highest, combat, hunter, retaliates. Victory 2, 2 damage, and 2 horror. We have the Parlor, which is a 2 shroud 0 clue location. As an action, we can resign. And while Lita is here, we can parlay test 4 intellect to try and get her. And Lita, of course, we want her because she uses +1 fist. She uses a lot of soak, and we deal extra damage to the Ghoul Priest. Okay, then I would have done Doom. Then the Icy Ghoul would have spawned here. So honestly, that's perfect. So, as I said before, we are going to play shortcuts to move to the parlor. We are going to try and parlay Lita. And the best we have is committing Roland's 38 special to put us at 5-4. Okay, that beats Skulls, that beats Cultists, but not anything else. Well, I guess we'll have to do that. We are 5-4. See, this is why the fine clothes would have been useful. Maybe I should have kept that. Tablet. Oh, frick. -2, and we take a damage because there's a ghoul enemy here? That's bad. Okay, maybe we'll have to kill him the normal way then. Well. And that was a parlay, so we don't take attacks opportunities, so that's good. Let us now attack the Ghoul Priest with our Runic Axe, spending 2 charges to get accuracy and power. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7-4, and we deal +1 damage. Oh, and we might as well commit the Vicious Blow to it as well, just to get the damage on. So we're 8-4. I guess we could have killed him without even taking Lita, but -1. So he'll take 3 damage because of our Vicious Blow. And that was our last action. So the Ghoul Priest will attack us. He deals us 2 and 2. I guess we'll just take it. So we are at 4 horror and 8 health. Classic Arkham. Let's go to upkeep. This guy doesn't have Hunter, so he won't move. I guess we'll take the Magnifying Glass, because that's a book icon. Get a resource. And there is 6 of 7 Doom. Roland's encounter card is another Dissonant Voices. Okay. Before that, technically. Start of the round, Runic Axe would have gotten 2 charges because of Saga. And I guess we'll just use the Runic Axe. We're going to commit this B-Cop for 1 fist icon, putting him at 4, 5, 6. Oh, we're actually already get +3 because of accuracy. I forgot how that works. Right, because you already get +1, and then accuracy gives you +2 more. So you get +3. And we're already at 5. So yeah, we will spend these 2 to go 8 to 4 with Greta Wagner's combat. If we miss, we die. Yay, we didn't miss. All right. The Ghoul Priest has been defeated. Oh god, I'm moving the green screen. This is bad. Ghoul Priest is dead. Into the victory display with you. And we advance. Defending the home. When the rogue creature falls, the fiendish swarm burrows back into the ground, and the chaos of the house quiets. But the stranger in your parlor doesn't seem relieved. Blah, blah, blah. We're going to burn our house down. Always burn the house down. Well, I did pretty well. Turns out, Runic Axe is just a good card. Of course, I'm not, this isn't supposed to be a campaign or whatever. I'm just testing the setup. Right now, some clear issues are happening, which is the lighting is kind of bad. It's like all over here. There's like nothing over here. Yeah, but other than that, let me know what you think. The one thing that I haven't figured out yet is how to do the campaign guides. Like, I have the campaign guide here. Like, do I put it here? Like, I guess it doesn't really work because I don't have a place to stabilize it, but I guess it might. But yeah, let me know what you think. There should be a video out if this setup works for y'all. There should be a video out next week, as well as the week after that. I have a standalone that I'm doing, one of the last standalones that I haven't done yet, and I'm going to be recording Scarlet Key's prologue since I've already played that, and since it's pretty much the same between playthroughs. So those should be coming out in the next few weeks. Other than that, you'll have to wait just a little bit longer for some more Scarlet Keys content. I'm playing it as fast as I can because I really want to get through it before I start it for the channel, since it seems really cool when it's a blind playthrough. And then, look forward to March, because I think in March, the Forgotten Age re-release is coming out, so that'll be pretty good to test out. All right, well, with that being said, if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps with the channel. This has been SuperFang99, signing off.